Hey, aloha guys, and welcome again to another episode of Aloha Shoyu Saturdays, where we take easy recipes you can do at home using Aloha Shoyu products. And if you haven't yet, check out our website at alohashoyu.com and subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll see easy recipes we create each week. If you're hosting a party and you need to create the main dish, I've got an easy recipe for you with ingredients you probably already have at home. Let's go ahead and let's make some roasted pork. Today's recipe, you'll be needing pork shoulder butt. We'll be marinating it with oil, black pepper, chopped garlic, some salt, some fresh rosemary, thyme, and we'll be serving it with the mushroom onion gravy. We'll saute it with butter, mushroom, white onion. We'll deglaze the pan with Aloha Shoyu's original blend. We'll create a roux using all-purpose flour, and we got some beef stock. Okay, let's marinate these pork shoulder butts. So we'll have a clean bowl. We'll put the pork shoulder butts into the bowl. And to this, we'll season them. We'll season them with some black pepper, salt, and we're gonna put oil. This is regular canola oil. You could use whatever oil you want. And then to that, we're gonna put chopped garlic, some rosemary, and some fresh thyme. And then we'll just mix everything together, and you want to have this sit probably marinating for at least an hour. But you can also do this ahead of time. It'll be better. Have the chance for all the flavor to get into the meat. All right, we'll just put all the pork butt onto a baking sheet with a rack. Like this. And then we preheated the oven to 400 degrees. And you want to roast this for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Oven is set at 400 degrees. Let's put our pork shoulder butt into the oven. Right now we'll make our mushroom and onion gravy. We'll start with the pan that has already been heated. So we're just gonna add oil to this. And we'll start sauteing our onion. Let that sweat a little. You want to sweat this a little for about a minute. It's nice and soft, translucent. And then we'll add our mushroom. You can use any type of mushroom you want. Today we're using some brown button mushrooms. Now I want to season our mushroom and onion with some salt, some black pepper. We'll add in the remaining fresh herbs. We'll put rosemary in there and thyme. And we'll just mix these up. Now we want to create a roux with our vegetables, so we're going to put equal parts of butter, we have 8 ounces of butter. So when you want to use equal parts of flour, you put 8 ounces of flour also, which is also equivalent to a cup. So you want to melt the butter first. So a roux is basically it's like a thickening agent where you're cooking with butter and flour, and depends on how of the color of the roux or of the gravy. It depends on how long you cook it. So you can have like a blonde roux, making like lighter gravy, and if you cook it longer, you have like a brown gravy. In our case, we're making a brown gravy, so we're gonna cook it a little with flour and then add Aloha Shoyu to create that dark color. Alright, as you can see that we're cooking off the flour in the butter, and it's creating what we call a roux. It'll thicken up our gravy. So let's just cook it a little bit more longer, and then when we're ready, we're going to add Aloha Shoyu sauce or shoyu. Give it flavor and color. We add about a half cup, and as you can see, immediately it'll react to the roux, and you can see that it thickened up. All right, then we'll add our beef stock to this. And you'll add more beef stock to the mixture. Depends on how thick you want it. You want the gravy, but add it little at a time so you can see how thick. All right, so far we added about 3 cups of beef stock, but as you can see, it's a little thick for our liking. So we're just gonna keep adding more beef stock until we reach our desired consistency. So we added more beef stock until we reached our desired consistency, and this is where we at. Nice. So now we're just gonna keep this warm and set it aside until our roast pork is ready. All right, it's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Our pork is in the oven. We have completed our gravy. Now it's time to take the pork shoulder butt out. Looking nice. Nice crust on the top. Smelling very good too. Alright, so we got our pork, we got our gravy. Now it's time to go to the table and plate it up. Let's take a piece of the pork butt shoulder that we roasted, and then we had it rested for at least 5 minutes. Now we're just going to carve it a little, and we're going to plate it up. So we're just going to cut. That's good. Couple pieces, thin piece. And the fat part on the pork butt gave it a little crunch. We're going to serve this with a little garlic mash. And we're just going to pour the gravy all over it. Nice. All right, we got our gravy, garlic mashed potato here that we made. I'm just going to serve a dollop and serve it right in this off center. We'll take our roast pork and serve it side right on top of the mashed potato. And then We'll just give it a little drizzle of that brown mushroom onion gravy that we made earlier. We flavored it with some rosemary, some thyme, and then we'll just ladle it right on top. Bits of pieces of fresh rosemary and just right on top to garnish. All right, there you have it. Roasted pork with mushroom and onion gravy using Aloha Shoyu's original blend. We'll see you again next week for another Aloha Shoyu Saturday.